You ever wonder why some producers seem to get all the sync deals while you still waiting on your first? It's not better music. It's one simple test. I asked 330 artists and only 7% of them passed and ended up getting sync placements. And the answer is hidden in the legendary moment.
Strike to claim it, a strike to claim it, and he got it!
That's right! Who do you think you are? I am!
Makes absolutely no sense, but everyone remembers it. That's the power of a signature moment that cuts through the noise. And the 7% that actually pass, they know exactly who they are as artists and producers. So in this video, I'll show you the exact identity formula that makes supervisors actually remember you so that they can call you for more placements. Identity isn't your genre. It's your signature sound that supervisors can recognize within 3 to 5 seconds. But here's what's crazy about that 3-second window. Think of Gordon Ramsay, for instance. If he said he was going to cook you up a beef Wellington, you know it's going to slap because it's his signature dish. Your signature sound has 4 different ingredients: your go-to texture, your hook habits, the way you mix, and your job specialty. Yo, what's going on? This is Editor Me in the future, past, future. If you want more information on how to make your 12-word line pass, we're actually doing a live test run in the after show inside of our private community. Links in the description if you want to know how to sound like you know what you're doing when it comes to introducing your music to someone that could possibly pay you thousands of dollars. I'd come through. There's a ton of other courses that you can also take inside of our private community, and a bunch of other things like email templates and contacts of who you can actually send your music to. Music editors for TV shows and movies choose music under pressured deadlines. And here's what actually hurts. While you're sending cold emails to silence, those same producers that they understand and remember keep getting called back by name. But it's not because their music is better, it's because they passed this exact test that most producers don't even know that exists. Can you describe your sound in 12 words or less? And what's more important, can a music supervisor repeat it back to their team? For comparison, this is how a normal producer would describe their music. I make cinematic electronic sounds for like anything. That's super vague and it can literally mean anything. But here's how I would do it in order to make it memorable. I create analog grit hybrid music that escalates every 8 bars for trailers. The latter version makes you hear something specific before you press play and you know exactly where it fits. Let me explain why this is huge. Supervisors can actually remember and repeat that line to their teams as well. Most producers skip this step and think that more variety equals more opportunities. But the music supervisors that we have come into our private community that we interview told me the exact opposite is true. Genres aren't actually identifiers of your sound. And when you're showcasing 10 different styles, supervisors can't remember what you actually do. They need to describe your sound to their team in 1 sentence. That makes it super easy. And the memorable producers all follow the same constraint rule that most people probably ignore. And here's proof it works. My homie Diraj, for instance, locks in on 3 very key ingredients in his music: bright drums, chant hooks, and a glossy mix. And that identity line could say, I make swagger clean hip hop with chant hooks for sports and tech ads, which makes sense because those are the kind of placements that he normally gets. Callie J is another example. She normally hangs around clap leads, micro phrases, and a polished top end. So her phrase would be, I make hook forward pop with sass and clap leads for lifestyle and beauty ads. Again, these are the placements that she normally gets. Editors reach for this kind of stuff because they need something simple and quick for them to understand so they can drag it into the projects, which leads to money for us. Now here's something that's really interesting. Did you notice the pattern? They all have 3 major ingredients. It gives your identity through style, a differentiator, and the best use case for that music. This 3 ingredient framework is also something that our Sync Alliance members in our private community have been using since the beginning of this year, and it leads to helping them land sync deals 3 times faster. They don't just stumble into their signature sound, they study and build it from scratch using these exact 3 ingredients. Try out this test in the comments below and let me know what you think. Because if it passes the test in 12 words or less, a supervisor can repeat this and then you'll raise your sync chances exponentially. But here's the problem though. Knowing these 3 ingredients means absolutely nothing if you can't avoid the 4 deadly positioning mistakes that make supervisors completely forget about you. When it comes to going to special events like Shades of Sync, after 6 months, most supervisors normally remember maybe 2 to 4 people out of the 30 that they met. While you're wondering why nobody's calling you back, those same supervisors are speed dialing those 2 to 3 that did not make these same mistakes. First one, I do everything. We talked about this earlier. You disappear into the 500 other people that do everything, flooding their inbox on a regular basis. Second killer is redundant words that say nothing. If you say energetic EDM for exciting projects, those get deleted because it sounds like every other EDM project, right? It's too vague, and I still can't hear what that music actually sounds like outside of EDM in general. Third killer, no clear job. I make dark cinematic music. That makes supervisors completely skip over because they don't know exactly what that dark cinematic music could be. It could be for Dune, it could be for Underscore. There's there's a multitude of different things where that can technically fit. And then the fourth killer is you're using too many words. Nobody can repeat emotional, piano-driven, cinematic, orchestral music with building tension for dramatic film and TV moments to their team. They're not going to remember it. TLDR. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be stuck in the same sound forever either. Here's how the memorable ones actually stay relevant. They either make a new artist persona or they evolve by changing one ingredient per era or EP that they're making to keep their core recognizable as far as their sound. For instance, look at Skrillex. He first started with dubstep drops and vocal chops, then he added trap elements and then some pop sensibilities, and over time that same aggressive energy became fresh each time he released music, enough to score everything from action films to pop hits over the last decade. And top performers use this psychological hack as well. As long as your signature stays recognizable, you'll never get stale. Reality is, having the perfect identity means absolutely nothing still if you don't know what supervisors are actually looking for in order to put it into your pitch. So what I did was survey 127 music supervisors and ask them point blank period, what are the top 3 things that make you choose this song over this song? And their answers were actually pretty wild. And the number one factor isn't what you actually think. So if you're serious about landing placements, check this video out here where I'll show you exactly what they're looking for.